Setting up scan to email on your Toshiba eStudio copier. The two items that you'll need to start will be the IP address of your copier and an email account. For the IP address, if you do not already have it, you can consult your network administrator or follow the video that I have created showing how to determine your IP address. For the email account, I am going to do settings using Gmail. If you would like to use a different email account, you can talk to your network administrator or email provider to find the settings. I do highly recommend creating an email account just for the copier due to the fact that if certain settings are set a certain way, it is possible for copiers to read emails and print them out. So please go ahead and create a Gmail account for your copier. Once it's created, click on your icon and click on My Account. At this point, the next step will be to click on Sign In and Security. And on this page, scroll almost all the way to the bottom. And we need to make sure Allow Less Secure Apps is turned on. Toggling the button will turn it off and on. If you just created the account, this will be off. And this will allow your copier to use the Gmail account. The next step is putting your IP address in. You will need to use Internet Explorer or Firefox. Unfortunately, it does not work with Chrome. Type the IP address into the address bar and hit enter. And this will bring you to what looks like a web page. It's actually the interface to your copier, and this is the settings on your copier. To set up scanning, we'll go into the Administration tab. The login name is usually admin and normally already typed in, and unless you have changed it, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it has been changed, talk to your network administrator. And we'll click on Login. And the two areas we need to go in, the first one, email. On this one, on the From address, type in the email account that you've just created. On the From name, type in whatever you'd like to be displayed. Then if we skip down here, we do want this to be set to PDF multi. The reason being, most people like to use the PDF format, and the multi means that if you were sending a 10-page document, it would send one PDF with the 10 pages. If you were to change this to single and do 10 pages, 10 separate PDFs would be created. So set this to PDF multi. The next area, number of retries. I have never seen an email go through on the second or third try. If it's going to fail once, it's going to fail each time. Set this to 0 and you won't have to wait for the scanned emails to fail. It'll fail right away. And the last spot you need to fill in is in the default body strings. Put in here, please do not reply to the email. This way, if you send it to somebody else, they will not reply. You can put any message in here you'd like. And then we'll click on Save in the upper left-hand corner. It will ask if you are sure, say OK. Next step, click on Network. In this area, we will have 3 areas, the first being TCP/IP. Then click on the gray bar or box that says the same thing. And if it's not already at static, go ahead and click on that and change it to static. Once you're done, click OK. Are you sure? Press OK again. Now we'll click on Go to the top of this page. And the next area will be DNS session. Click on there and click on the gray box that says DNS session. For Gmail, the setting is 8.8.8.8 and the secondary is 8844. If this has to be changed, you can just click on the first box, change it, hit the tab button, and just fill each box in as needed. Once completed, click on OK. Again, it will ask if you're sure. Press OK again. And we'll go to the top of the page. The third area is SMTP client. Again, click on the SMTP client. This page, and as you can tell, the machine's been set up in the past for scan to email. The settings we want to put in are enable SMTP client, enable SSL, disable. Once you do that, the third box will be grayed out. SMTP server address that reads relay, RELAY .appriver.com. On the POP and authentication will both be disabled. Login name, put in the email account that you just created. Password, you put your password in. For the maximum email, I recommend leaving it at 30. If you'd like to increase it, it may or may not work, depending on your email account. And the port number, 2525. Once you've done this, click on OK. Again, it will ask if you're sure. OK. And at this point, we'll click on Save. It will warn you that once you do this, the copier is going to go offline so that it can save all the new settings. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. If you were to go to your copier, you would see a message that says network initializing. Once that goes away, or if you want, you can just wait. You will then click on refresh. Now in this case, it came up pretty fast because I did not change anything. The more items you had to change, the longer this process will take, and you might need to wait a few minutes. And once it's done, I like to double check both the DNS session and the SMTP client by going to each one, double checking that all the settings took. As I can see, they stayed there. SMTP client, and again, I can read everything there. At this point, you're pretty much set with the scanned email. I'm going to log out and show you how to do the address book. Again, when you put the IP address, you'll come to this page. Click on registration. And on the second line, you see address book. Click there. As you can see, we do not have any addresses in yet. So if you click on add address, you can put the first name. You do not need a second name, but you can put both first and name. And then I'm just going to tab down and put in an email like address. And then click on the save button. Now as you can see, that email is saved. To add another, you'd again click on add address. If you wanted to change or delete, you can just click on any of the addresses that are in there. If you want to delete, just delete. If you want to edit, you can just click on the box you want to edit and click save. And this is pretty much it for setting it up. In order to do your scan, you'll go to the copier, place your original in your document feeder, press scan, press the email. On most models, the address book pops up. If it has the word to in the upper left-hand corner, you'll click that to open up the address book. Hit start, and you should be all set. If you have any issues and the scanned emails are failing, you will want to click on logs and on scan. And on this screen, you can see scanned emails they went through, and when they failed, you can see the failure messages, and using that will help greatly in finding out the issues with the machine. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day.